Hey guys, so back at it again with another video. So this time we're but we're looking at the indications and findings of the Youth 12 videos in relation to the gender identity, sexuality, and the sexual health. Alright, so let's get straight into it. Alright, so says here, adolescence is the period of life when most people begin to experience strong romantic attractions and sexual feelings. It is also a time when some young people are questioning or further developing their gender and sexual identity. I feel like that statement right there is very true today. Emphasis on the part of this talks about questioning and further developing their gender and sexual identity. Everyone always talks about how like, oh, it's 2017 and like a lot's changed, and I feel like it's very evident a bit more people are a bit more accepting of certain identities or especially sexual identities of today. Says here, gender identity, about 1% of students reported that they were transgender. A girl who feels like she should have been a boy, or a boy that feels like he should have been a girl. 96% were not transgender, and approximately 3% were not sure. 3% weren't sure. So I'd like to see the indications and findings of today's research, if there was one, see how that's changed. Sexual attractions. 92% of students were exclusively attracted to the opposite sex. 93% of males and 91% of females. 4% of students were attracted to the same sex or both sexes, and 4% were not sure of their sexual attractions or were attracted to neither sex. So that's pretty straightforward there. Sexual behavior. Approximately 3/4 of students have never had sexual intercourse. 25% of male students and 24% of female students reported to ever having had sex, and while 18% of males and 19% of female students reported being currently sexually active. So there are some students that are quite open to that kind of stuff, especially back in 2012 anyways, for as this research is kind of indicating about. Do you think there's a change in numbers in that of today? Do you reckon?
I mean, I guess since that nowadays it's been more accepted, and there are definitely a lot of gender identities, maybe it has increased just because, of these different attractions.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, we'll get certain comparisons. Comparison to 01 to 07 and to 012, the proportions of students who reported ever having had sex was similar to 01 and 07, approximately a third, but was lower in 2012, 24%. The decrease was most apparent among younger students. What do you think that is, younger students? Do you think it might be because they aren't kind of very in control of their I guess tendencies or hormones, or hormones is mostly active when you're a bit younger, and you're most youngest in your teenage years, maybe?
Possibly, yeah. So it's saying there's a decrease
in 2012.
In 2012, right? Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one, actually.
That's all good. The percentage of sexual active students who always use contraception has remained unchanged at about 60%. So that's good. At least more than half are actually using contraception. And yeah, that's because that can kind of lead to other problems, right? But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you.